Quitting alcohol comes with a heavy price. If you're expecting me to tell you it's going to fix all your problems, then you're wrong. I'm 5 years sober and it's caused me more headaches than a hangover. What I'm about to tell you won't be found in some book or an AA meeting. It's my own personal experience. You might be thinking, if I'm still having problems at year 5, then what hope do you have? But please stick around to the end of the video before you come to that conclusion. Get comfortable being alone. For the last 2 years, I've probably spent about 80% of my weekends on my own. For those of you who know me and have watched my videos, I've recently just quit Australia, quit my job, and I've moved to Asia. Currently, at the moment, living in Thailand, and I've been here for 3 months. I've been out 3 weekends in 3 months. And as for the weeknights, I don't go anywhere anyway. Which is fine because I've been building my business, Hybrid Sobriety. It's a program that helps people get sober and level up in life. If you're interested in quitting alcohol, I'll leave the link below. I've got a free training video for 2025. I'm in a new country again because I'm constantly growing and evolving. I left the UK 7 years ago, so all the friends that I grew up drinking with, I'm not around them anymore. If the majority of your social circle are drinkers, then it's only natural that when you stop drinking that you're going to feel a little bit lonely. Eventually, you're going to outgrow these people as you have less and less in common. But the good thing is, it makes time and room for new people to come into your life. Chris Williamson and Alex Hormozi talk about this. It's called The Lonely Chapter. I'm butchering this, but it's where you don't fit in with your old group of friends and you're not quite at the level to fit in with a new group that you want to. Oh, mate. Oh, God. I am battery low today. Number 2, dating gets harder. By the way, if you're wondering why I am wearing these, it's because apparently they help my eyes when I'm on the laptop. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to wear these a little bit more than usual because I have been getting headaches. And strangely, I've been struggling to sleep at night as well. So I'm going to keep these on. I'm going to tell you a funny story. And this is how painful dating is these days. Now, I want to make a little bit of a disclaimer. Since writing this video, I've actually got 3 girls' numbers. But don't worry, the point still remains the same. So there's this girl who lives in my apartment block. Well, she actually lives in the complex next to me. And I've got this thing. I started at the start of the year and I said, whenever I see a girl that I like, I basically just have to go up to her and I just have to get her number. Basically, I keep seeing her and I keep missing her by like 20 seconds. She's always like walking past or I see her and then she's like walking off. So I'm in my room or my condo and I look out down the balcony and I see her sitting there and I'm like, right, that's that girl. So I put my t-shirt on, I go downstairs. As I get into the car park, this mouse runs across the car park and I'm like, what the hell? And then like 2 seconds later, this cat comes running, stops in the middle of the car park, looks left, looks right. I'm like trying to get my phone out because it's a Tom and Jerry scene. Anyway, by the time I get to the swimming pool, she's gone. And I'm just like, I've been literally for a week now, I've been like, right, as soon as I see her, I'm going to get a number and I'm going to take her out on the date. A little bit of a key thing for you here, guys. Just assume that everyone wants to go out with you and everyone's attracted to you. It just makes it so much easier. So I'm like, right, I keep missing her and this is really bothering me. So I come upstairs, I get a bit of paper, I write down my number, my WhatsApp, and I'm thinking, right, I'll put my Instagram on there as well, just in case like she doesn't have WhatsApp or like she can't get hold of me for some strange reason. I want to make sure that she's able to find me. So a week goes by and I hear nothing. I'm like, right, I've forgotten about her. And then I'm sitting in bed the other day and I'm scrolling through my story on Instagram and this name's on there. I'm like, who the hell is that? So I click on it and I'm like, oh my God, that's that girl from the block. I'm going off on a tangent here, but I'm thinking I've gone out of my way of giving this girl my number and my Instagram. And I've said like, you know, if you're interested, let's go on a date. And she just views my Instagram story after a week. This is just like how painful dating is today. And I just don't have time for games. I do think to myself sometimes, maybe if I was a drinker, it would be easier to meet people, because when you're at a bar and you're just drinking and you're using social lubricant, you don't really care about what you say to people. You don't care about rejection. And at the end of the day, conversations equal conversions. The last relationship I got into was a result of going to a bar, and I'm not in that relationship anymore. So that probably tells you about the quality of people that you do meet in bars. But the point I'm getting at is when you quit drinking, your dating pool shrinks, because if you think of people who drink, it's like 50-50. Women are 50-50 with drinking. So depending on how heavy a drinker they are, personally, I wouldn't want to go out with someone who goes to pubs, bars, or clubs. It's just not what I want. And as for scrolling on dating apps, I don't want to do that. And as for going to bars, sober, and staying out late trying to meet women, I just don't have time for that, especially when I'm making videos and I'm building hybrid sobriety. But I do want to leave you with this. As you continue to level up on your sober journey, the people you meet will be fewer and far between, but the quality will be higher. I constantly feel behind in life. Last year, I got to meet Chris Williamson, arguably one of the most insightful blokes on the planet. I've come from a life behind bars in my early 20s to meeting Chris, traveling the world, working as an electrician. At the time, I thought that was a free life that was going to give me the life that I wanted. Now, I'm starting over again in my mid-30s. I'm on YouTube, which I'm a little bit rusty, and I am building hybrid sobriety, which is my sober coaching program. Saying this out loud sounds great. I'm thinking, bloody hell, how far have I come? I've come from the depths of hell to where I am today. But then I catch myself comparing myself to people like Chris Williamson. Why am I telling you this? Because when you quit alcohol, it's only natural that you're going to want to try new things and level up in life. You'll have this newfound clarity, time, and energy. It will make you want to try new things, but the problem with this is you'll be starting at level 1. And then you'll find yourself comparing yourself to people on level 10, which basically makes you feel like you're behind in life. I have lost count on how many times I have caught myself kicking myself for wasting all that time drinking and taking drugs in my 20s. I think, had I not wasted that time, where I'm trying to get to now, I would already be there. I'm never satisfied. I had almost a perfect day the other day. I scripted a video, I filmed it, I edited it, and I published it. And I went to bed and I thought, I feel bloody amazing. So much so, I got my journal out and I actually wrote down step by step every little detail that I did that day so I could rinse and repeat the next day so I could feel that way again. I'd set the bar to a new standard without even knowing. So if I didn't keep up that standard the following day, then it would result in me being unhappy. And guess what followed? 3 nights of unexplained not being able to sleep, which obliterated my productivity. The point of the story is I am never satisfied and I always need to be adding and doing more. And the truth is, sometimes this can be exhausting. Here's the truth I don't like to admit. I wasted over 15 years drinking, chasing a life that was fake, just so I could feel accepted. I'm 5 years sober now, but had I started this work earlier, I would be in a much better place right now. And if you're thinking about quitting alcohol or you're on that sober journey, all the points that I've just mentioned in this video is something you're going to have to deal with. But I do see them as positive problems to have. They keep me honest, they keep me focused, and they keep me away from alcohol. If you are serious about quitting drinking, check out the training video for 2025. I'll leave the link below in the description. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.